Shots of Brown, shots of Brown, black, black. Show 'em on the track, show 'em on the track. Take a shot, take a shot, take a shot. Shots of Brown. You can take it straight or on the rock. Shots of Brown. On this platform, it goes down. Shots of Brown. Ain't no way, ain't no cap on Shots of Brown. Take a shot. Yo, welcome back to another episode of Shots of Brown, baby. If you're new here, you know what to do here. Hit that subscribe button. Join the SOB family, the whole SOB community. You know, chat with us in the comments and so on and so on. Happy New Year. Shout out to all my day ones, all the new subs and all that. As y'all can see, if y'all was on my live, New Year's Eve, I had a great New Year's Eve. I partied and enjoyed myself. Had Don Julio had me acting a foolio. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I enjoyed myself, man. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Drop in the comments. Let me know how y'all New Year was. Did y'all go outside? Y'all was in the house with the family? Y'all was at church? Let me know how y'all New Year's went. Drop a comment for me. But first and foremost, though, I know I told y'all that I was gonna come and do that review. I'm back with another review. It's been a long time, I know. I've been talking about doing reviews and stuff for a minute. I finally got to one. Today we got the Bobbi Kristina story review. Live and direct from me, her first cousin, her big cousin. Love you, cuz. Rest in peace. Gone, never forgotten. We miss you down here. So today we got the Bobbi Kristina story review. And I'm gonna just give my opinion on it and let y'all know, you know, what I think, so on and so forth. But first and foremost, though, we just gonna jump right into it. Oh no! First and foremost, yes, I'm sorry. We're on the road to 10K. We're on the road to 10K subscribers. Let's get there. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I be seeing this a lot of people watching, but they don't hit that subscribe button. So y'all do that for me right quick, right? But listen. So we're gonna jump right into it. The review, the movie. I hated how the movie came in for one. You know what I'm saying? The movie came in like Chrissy hated Auntie Whitney. They had like, Auntie Whitney was like such a bad mother. They had a fucked up relationship. But that goes with the narrative that I've been seeing that some people sent to me that Pat and others was trying to run with, that Chrissy hated her mother and they, you know, whoop-de-whoop, had such this bad relationship. Now let me tell you one thing. Excuse me. Let me tell you one thing and I'm gonna be real. Growing up, Chrissy had a smart ass mouth. Chrissy just had, she was quick at the tongue, she had a smart mouth. She would get smart and play and do shit like that with Uncle B. You know what I'm saying? Because Uncle B, he was more like, you know, he was more accepting of it. I mean, sort of like remind me of myself a little bit with my kids. Like I just let my, you know, but he was more accepting of it. He wasn't really the disciplinarian. He was, you know, but when it was time to do so, he would. But she played with Uncle B more than she would play with Auntie Whitney. You know what I'm saying? As far as with the talking crazy and all that. You know what I'm saying? Auntie Whitney would check her and put her right in her place ASAP. But their relationship was very loving, so that whole narrative that Pat and them was trying to run with, and you know, I just ain't going for that. That was some bullshit. I don't like that. I ain't like that. I also ain't like how they portrayed Auntie Whitney in the movie either. You know, like she was just a junkie and high all the time and a bad mother and, you know, so on and so on. I ain't rock with that either. You know what I'm saying? But the scene though that came, I'm just giving y'all from the beginning. I'm gonna break it all the way down to the end. The scene that came in where Chrissy, had the incident in the water before Auntie Whitney the day before. That was an accurate scene. That definitely happened, And that night, they didn't get into it or nothing like that. Chrissy actually went and laid in the bed with Auntie Whitney. They slept together. I mean, was in the same bed and spent the night together that night. In the movie, they try to portray it like it was something different. Chrissy even said this out of her own mouth. So, yeah, that's that. My bad. I had wrote some notes down. I know y'all like, why the hell he keep looking down? I had to write this down because I wanted this to be accurate for y'all. I wanted to really do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that is accurate. My bad. My damn phone. My bad. That's my bad. That shit want a trip. See, we ain't gonna do no edit. We ain't gonna do none of that. We gonna keep this shit live, raw, and uncut. But my bad. Yeah, so that was accurate as far as, what took place with Chrissy in the tub, that scene. From what I seen in the whole movie though, it was accurate. It was things that actually took place that I was hearing about. This movie is about really after Auntie Whitney passed. I wasn't around Chrissy after. I had a little run-ins and things of that nature, but I wasn't around Chrissy to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm her cousin, so there's everything that's going on with Chrissy is being spread, through family, womb. So I'm hearing everything, and all this that is in this movie was accurate, pretty accurate. I can say that. I seen in the movie though, they said Chrissy said that Uncle B left Auntie Whitney, but no, Auntie Whitney wanted the divorce. She said Chrissy said Uncle B left Auntie Whitney and never fought for him. Auntie Whitney wanted the divorce. As far as Uncle B probably not fighting for him, that's accurate. He probably could have did a lot more and fought. Once he left, I remember Uncle B going to LA, he was somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he didn't really fight, but towards the end, they was talking, working it out, getting back together before Auntie Whitney passed. They was definitely getting back together. That's a fact. They didn't really speak on that in this Bobbi Kristina film, but that's an accurate fact. And then Chrissy said if Uncle B and Auntie Whitney was still alive, that wouldn't have happened. She said that in the film. And I feel the same way. It wouldn't have happened. Not that way. At one point, I feel like, if they would have stayed together during that, they would have eventually shut them down. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be wanting to feel like that, like damn, if Uncle B and Auntie Whitney wasn't together, that wouldn't have happened. Boom, boom, boom. But I feel that way. But then on the other side, it's like they would have eventually shut them down. You know what I mean? And it would have been something different. You know what I'm saying? But as y'all see in the movie though, like Nick's role in the movie was like just money hungry. You know what I'm saying? Just money. His role was like money hungry, jealous, controlling, manipulating. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I can say is that Chrissy Nick was like Chrissy's world. I remember like Nick was like Chrissy's world. You feel me? And um, you know, he had Chrissy's mind fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Chrissy was the only. I mean, you know, he was the only one that Chrissy really trusted that was around. You know, she ain't really rock with Pat. She ain't really trust Pat. She ain't really, you know, she ain't really rock with Gary. You know, all she felt she had was Nick, and Nick took total advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? He had Chrissy right there where he wanted her, but I think towards the end, Chrissy was waking up and she was realizing. You know what I'm saying? She was realizing some shit about who Nick was and who people was that was in her life, and she was most definitely getting her shit together and moving out to LA with her pops. But we'll talk more about that later on because we'll get there. But even with Nick convincing Chrissy to let everybody know, tell everybody that they was married. I remember when we heard that shit, we was like, damn, no, we was mad as fuck. Everybody was going crazy about that shit. You know, wasn't nobody too fond of hearing that shit, but you know, we was glad to know that it was all fake and it wasn't no real true shit that really was taking place that really happened. But you know, he just took advantage of. He came in and took total advantage. And I want to also say this: Nick was never around when we was around. Nick came after the divorce, after Auntie Whitney and Chrissy went on to do their own thing. Nick, I never met Nick, never seen Nick. I had run-ins with Nick, and that's about it. But I've never met Nick personally. And no, I'm not drinking shots of brown today. I'm actually drinking strawberry lemonade. It's actually good too. So yeah, I haven't met Nick. But the scene that when I told y'all about the marriage and all that, and you know, that scene about with Gary and Ray, who was Pat's brother, who did security for Auntie Whitney. That scene where they sat down with Nick and was talking about all that, that was an accurate scene as well. Y'all probably seen it on the Houston reality show if y'all watched that. I'm pretty sure y'all watched it and y'all seen it. But you know, Nick, he was money hungry, jealous of Chris. He didn't want anybody around her that loved her for real and can tell her what he was on. He was controlling. You know what I'm saying? He was very controlling, man. And it's crazy. You know, I said this in a story before. This was my one run-in with Nick. Uncle B ended up coming in town, calling Chrissy, getting her on the phone. Boom. Chrissy get on the phone. He trying to go see Chrissy, pull up on Chrissy. You know what I'm saying? We trying to go see her. Nick in the background. Chrissy like, yeah, come on. But Nick in the background like, oh nah, don't nobody need to come over here. We got guns, whoopty whoopty, blah, blah, blah. So Chrissy changed. It was like, no, Dad, just don't come, boom, boom, boom. We in the car with Uncle B. It's me, Uncle B, a couple other cousins and things of that nature. I'm telling Uncle B, like, man, fuck that. Let's pull up over there. Let's go. Who the fuck, man? That right there pissed me off because it's like, oh yeah, I don't know who dude think he is, but you on some shit like that, and this is her father calling, and you jumping to violence like that. That already showed me his mind state right there and what it was. It was no respect, and he had no respect for Uncle B. I don't know what kind of type of run-ins he had with Uncle B before then. I don't even think they met face to face. But you know, I'm pretty sure he knew niggas wasn't rocking with him. Niggas didn't like him. Boom, boom, boom. But for him to even come with that type of disrespect, I was like, oh, nah, we need to go get some straightening with that. I don't even want you around my cousin and you got that type of energy about niggas who really love her for real. You crazy as hell. We her family, nigga trying to pull up and come see and you on that? Yeah, let's go get this straight. But Uncle B get on the phone, boom, boom, boom. No, don't do that. You know, that shit'll be all on the news, boom, boom, boom. So we ain't end up going. And that's one of my biggest regrets. I wish we would have went. I'm pretty sure now he wished the same thing, that we would have went that day. and got some straightening with that. But one thing I remember too, during all that, Chrissy, like I said earlier in the video, Chrissy I think towards the end, Chrissy knew that her eyes was opening it up, because I remember towards the end, her last days, she was calling Mimi, my cousin, she was calling different people, trying to get up out of there, trying to get rescued, letting people know what was going on, and nobody really showed up for her. But in the movie, they portrayed it like Chrissy was moving to LA with the girl that she met, who end up becoming like her best friend or whatever. The girl that she met in the rehearsal hall was supposedly taking her to some labels and stuff in LA, and that's why Chrissy was moving to LA. That might have been true. She maybe Chrissy did have some music stuff set up out there and all that, but I know that once Chrissy got with Uncle B here, and Uncle B took her out to eat, Chrissy and Uncle B was getting their shit back on track, and Chrissy wanted to move to LA. She was planning on moving to LA. Like the following weeks later, before all this took place. You know what I'm saying? The story with Gary Michael beating Nick's ass and all that for disrespecting, that was true. Very accurate story. I wish I could have done the same thing. That was very true, very accurate. That's something that took place. Uncle B meeting with her, that was something that took place. Excuse me, y'all, I apologize. But yeah, it's just, the whole thing is just crazy, man. But towards the end, it showed Nick's abuse in the movie. I think towards the end, it showed him like slapping her down or punching her. They ain't really go too in depth with how she passed and none of that. I wish they would have went a little deeper, but they showed the abuse towards the end. They showed the mental abuse, emotional abuse. But he, I just wish, damn, even I was on it a little more, but it was out of my control. There was nothing I can really do. I couldn't really get to Chrissy, you know what I'm saying? But God rest her soul. We love you, baby girl. But yeah, so that was my few little run-ins with Nick. Your mother sucker you. Your mother sucker you. My bad. My little swivel thing tripping. I don't know what's up with my shit, but my bad. But I just told y'all, Nick, and I remember too, back then, damn, I got into it with like the dude Max on Twitter, like a few people that was around Chrissy, because I'm hearing and seeing certain things, and they was on Twitter back then acting a fool and doing all type of crazy shit. And like Nick and Max and those people that was around Chrissy back at that time, they was on Twitter, and I'm seeing this. People used to be sending me certain shit, and I'm boom, 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 I'm communicating with them through that app. It was a whole bunch of crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, Chrissy loved her mother, loved her father. Her mother, her father loved her. I know y'all see me on this platform when I say what I say about my Uncle B. I just, speak the truth on shit about everything. But what I can say, he might not have been the best father. Y'all know he done a lot of shit that was wrong, but I'm pretty sure now in these days, he probably sit back and wish he could have changed and done a lot of things when it came to this situation too. But he had his shit with him and all that, but he was a good father. He loved Chrissy. He loved Chrissy. You know what I'm saying? And Chrissy loved her father. You know what I'm saying? We all wish shit could have been different when it came to Chrissy. We all got regrets and things that we wish we would have did different when it came to Chrissy. I know as far as myself being her big cousin, I know that I can speak on that and say that I know I wish that I could have done some things. Although me and Landon went through our little downfalls and things of that nature, we ain't really speaking in on good terms right now due to a lot of shit, and I'll speak on that soon too. But Landon held Chrissy down, you know what I'm saying? And I know Landon deal with that shit every day too. Losing Chrissy, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot, you know what I'm saying? But the movie, for the most part, was accurate. That was my review on it. As far as the actresses and stuff, I'll say this: the girl who played Chrissy, she did remind me of Chrissy. The voice, she did remind me of Chrissy. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. She did remind me of Chrissy. The dude who played Uncle B in that movie, oh my God, although he wasn't, he just aggravated me. He didn't have that. It just wasn't it. He ain't had that swag. It just wasn't it. It wasn't a good cast. They ain't cast the right person for him. The lady who played Auntie Whitney, I think they put a little too much diva on it. She was alright, 50-50. 50-50 with that. She was alright. But, of course, Pat would go and get her a name to play her. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go get you a name to play you. Why you ain't gonna get somebody else to play a name to play Auntie Whitney? But you wouldn't have got you a name to play you. You go and get Vivica Fox to play you. It's things like that that be crazy, tripping me out. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. If you ain't already, make sure you following Shots of Brown on Instagram. We over there, live, active. I've been trying to do my thing over here too, drop a little more content, go live. This year, I plan on just doing a lot of different things. So we on the road to 10K, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 10,000 followers, subscribers, supporters, family members, brothers, uncles, aunts, cousins. Yeah, let's do that. I love y'all. Shots of Brown, baby.